Well, hello. It's been a very long time since the last time I've posted anything. Um, let's just say that I'm pretty fed up with a lot of things that I'm seeing these days. I'll be honest, yes, I voted for Trump. And I don't exactly regret that decision compared to who we could have gotten, but I am not happy with the guy that is standing on the podium versus what he pledged to do. No new wars. We've been involved with Iran for 2 months, a little over now. No end in sight, no solution to this. He keeps swearing up and down that he's got to win, he's got this, he's got that, but he cannot seem to cut a deal. The change of leadership was really replacing the father with the son and allowing the hardliners to run the show. And based upon the things that I'm seeing, they've kind of made a fool of the U.S. and, by extension, Israel. I'm not exactly a fan of Israel in the sense of we should constantly be laying down our lives for them. I'm more of the opinion, live and let live. If they want to have these fights, then let them fight it. Let their people die and bleed for this war. I'm done with it. I'm tired of foreign interference. I'm tired of foreign wars. I'm tired of the U.S. playing the bully and the world police. I am an isolationist. I've always been an isolationist ever since the time of Bush Jr. I bought into the narrative once upon a time with Bush Jr., but I've kind of learned a lot of things over the years since then, and I am just done with it. And I'm so sick and tired of government meddling in my personal life. I am so sick and tired of foreign assets and foreign entities invading my country and subverting it for their own personal agendas and their own personal gain for their countries. I'm more or less of the opinion, you respect my boundaries, I respect yours. And that's what I thought I was going to get with Trump. Since then, I've seen him meddle in other nations' affairs. I've seen him put more and more focus in defending Israel than the nation that he is president of. I have watched a very strong propaganda arm to bolster his support while simultaneously making baseless claims in areas where he actually is kind of innocent, as remarkable as that might be, to drive his supporters to defend him all the more staunchly. I was never one to apply labels to myself when it comes to MAGA, when it comes to Tea Party, when it comes to this, that, and the other, but I agreed with a lot of their ideas. Trump was the one who got me to vote back in 2020. I was pretty pissed because I'm pretty sure that election was stolen. But the things that I'm learning, the things that I'm seeing now, I'm kind of sitting there looking at that and saying that was also part of the design to drive a level of fanaticism and overzealous defense of anything and everything that Trump does, that instead of criticizing him when he rightly deserves to be criticized, Epstein files and his behavior and attitude towards that, his current stand-in AG after dropping Pam, to not prosecute people who have done some pretty vile and heinous things towards children, his constant, non-stop swearing to do one thing and doing another thing entirely. The GOP being absolutely feckless and useless like they always are. The Democrats being an overly radicalized, ineffective party that just wants to spend everybody's money. Not that the GOP is any better, because let's face it, the debt keeps rising, the inflation keeps rising, and life for the average citizen is becoming nigh impossible to thrive in. Meanwhile, we have people with no legal right to be here milking this system for every single penny that it's worth, And now I have an administration that is stressing the use of H-1B visas to import cheap labor in legitimate channels and through legitimate means, and I am just not happy about it. I will not have it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of being played by government. And yet I keep watching us fall for the same shtick again and again. Right, left, blue, red, independent, Democrat, Republican, third party, all of it. It is just horse shit. And I will not apologize for saying that word. We are not going to have a country for much longer if we continue to be divided against one another. We are not going to continue to have a place to call our own. And as soon as we go for the aggressive rebellion, not that I fault anybody for feeling that way, but as soon as we do, I can guarantee you, while we're sitting there bickering amongst ourselves after doing whatever it is we need to do, should we survive that, there will be parties and entities that are going to come in and carve it up and divvy it out to the highest bidder. And I am very, very disappointed in all of that. That is my bleak summation of opinions based upon what I've seen so far since, Obama. I was not a fan of Obama either, and I was pretty turned off by Bush Jr. after voting for him once. And that was when I was young enough to that was when I was really young and could barely even start voting. And now I kind of understand a little bit better who's really pulling the strings. And I'm pretty pissed at them too.